Are you going to do that, Briley, maybe, if we ever have that much snow?
I'm trying to wake up, Steph.
No, it's too much, too soon. All right, now that the severe threat is moving well east of our area, we've got some impact days because of cold, a lot of wind, a major freeze that we're expecting tonight. In addition to that, even the threat for some snow showers, too. We've had whole lot of weather packed in the last 24 hours or so. All right, so today into tomorrow morning are both first warning impact days. As I mentioned, wind, some snow showers, and some pretty cold temperatures moving in for today too behind this front. And then tomorrow morning, we've got widespread temperatures down into the low and mid 20s, wind chills in the teens. So pretty big freeze coming in later on tonight and into tomorrow morning. It is going to be windy for the remainder of the day. So let's talk about some of the impacts that we're expecting now that the severe storms are just about out of here. Windy. Winds could gust 35 to 40 miles an hour today. There is a wind advisory in effect. And then starting around 8 o'clock in the morning through the early afternoon, a few passing snow showers are possible. We're not expecting any impacts from those as the ground, the asphalt, the roads are still pretty warm from those temps we had over the weekend. If we do see any snow accumulation, it would be minor, less than a ½ inch, probably less than ¼ of an inch, and likely confined to some of our northern counties. And then we do have a widespread freeze later on tonight and into tomorrow morning. There you can see the tornado watch. So just a couple of counties there in far east Alabama. And even though the severe threat, which is this line here, is shifting out of the area, we do still have some pretty decent rain there from Gadsden to Anniston. But again, it is not severe, just some heavy downpours there. And then here comes the cold air, some snow showers developing just to the north of Memphis. But let me show you the future track. So this is 9 o'clock, a little bit later on this morning. And models have been pretty consistent, indicating maybe a few snow bands trying to develop later this morning and then continuing to sweep east. And that looks pretty impressive. Am I confident that this is actually going to happen? I do think there could, if we can get one of these convective snow bands to set up, there could be a pretty decent little downburst of some snow showers. I don't think it'll last long. And again, we're not looking for a lot of impacts, but certainly could come down at least hard enough for a brief period of time that it would whiten the grass, at least in a few locations. Meteorologist Briley Brown talks a little bit more about if we were to get some accumulation, where it would happen, and then some of that bitter cold on the way too.
Yeah, just a lot happening in the forecast here. One thing for sure, it's certainly going to be cold enough for some of this snow to fall and maybe even dust some roofs and even the grass. But I do think that the temperatures as far as on the roads are going to be much too warm. So we could see some light accumulations. Really, we're talking about 10 7 inch, but especially across northeast Alabama, some of the higher terrain up toward Jackson, DeKalb counties, there could certainly be a light dusting, maybe up to a ½ inch, but overall we are not looking at any real impacts from snow. What we are going to be seeing is a sharp drop in temperature, and that happens fast. By 7 a.m. this morning, we've got temperatures in the 30s, sitting near freezing up across the Tennessee Valley. And then wind chills today, that's going to be a factor. That sharp northwest wind gusting close to 30 miles an hour. It's going to feel more like the 20s and 30s across the board. This is lunchtime, sitting at 36 in Birmingham, 39 Tuscaloosa. Into this evening, temperatures continue to drop. The sky will start to clear a bit too as we head into later on tonight. This is 10 p.m. We've got temperatures hovering near, if not below freezing, wind chills in the 20s. And we've got a freeze warning in effect for later tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, it does feel late in the season, perhaps, as we've had a lot of warm weather, but it's not uncommon to have a freeze this time of year. And that's why we've been preaching that winter's not over just yet. So this is not a late season freeze, not by a long shot. It's just, it does feel certainly just kind of alarming because it's been so warm here lately. So a freeze tomorrow morning. We're going to be waking up in the mid-20s in a lot of spots, and then you will see a slow moderating trend toward the middle of the week. Wednesday will feel better in the afternoon with some sunshine. Looking toward the weekend, we are on a warming trend, and we will be back in the upper 70s before you know it. Back to you.